Hello. So this unfortunately isn't a new tarot drop. I wish it were. This is something very important that is affecting thousands of small creatives around the world, including myself and probably quite a few of you. Now, we're all fed up with censorship on social media. It's gotten absolutely ridiculous, and believe it or not, it's now been stepped up a notch. So what's happened is, between a month and 2 months ago, Meta released an updated terms and conditions relating to target words with targeted ads. So it's disallowed certain terms for use in advertising, with the excuse that they're trying to avoid anything problematic or controversial. Now, yes, I know we all hate ads, me included. Every single one of us complains about ads, but hear me out, because this is actually something that has some very far-reaching implications. One of the big category of terms that have been banned are related to the alternative spirituality community, the occult community. So these terms include tarot, astrology, witchy, shaman, pagan, etc., etc. There's literally hundreds of them that are now blocked. And this means that people with businesses in these sectors cannot advertise their work. And for all of you atheist and science bros out there who really don't care, you should, because the other sectors that are affected by this and have had most of the terms banned are the LGBTQ plus communities and medicine, i.e. cancer and AIDS and COVID. So it's a really big deal. And basically the megalomaniacs that own these forums are effectively removing access to communities and information that they disagree with. And we all know how that ends. Now, since I started my tarot deck, I have been putting in money to promote my card drops, and it has made a notable and trackable difference to my reach. So I'm speaking from experience here. And anybody who knows me knows that I'm an incredibly pragmatic person who hates jump scares, and also a long-term business owner. So this is not an unfounded conspiracy theory. I wish it was. I thought it was when I first heard about it. But it is, unfortunately, genuine. So with my last card that I dropped, I went to promote it and discovered that pretty much all of the terms that I had in the past used I was no longer allowed to use. And sure, you're going to say just use alternative terms. And I did. I used over 100 alternative terms, ranging from wildlife art to painting to artist to boho, you name it. I really scraped the bottom of the barrel because the list of disallowed terms is absolutely vast, and when you do weird art, it's kind of hard to find anything conventional to use. So I ran the ad for a week, as usual, and it made zero difference. It was as if I had not advertised at all. So that proves that if you have a very specific target market, using alternative words does not help. So now that I'm done with the technical rundown, let me explain to you why this is actually a really big deal. Many of us artists and craftspeople use and have used social media for many years to get our businesses out there. It's our main form of advertising. And this means that these accounts are going to vanish. Not immediately, but how social media decides what it's going to show you is based on your interaction, which is predominantly your interaction with ads, and also your likes and your searches. So what happens is, if these terms aren't being used in advertising, they aren't being used nearly as frequently, they're not being seen, they're not being liked, these products aren't having any interaction with them, and they are going to be placed further and further down your feed until they disappear. And they will be replaced by so-called popular or trending items. Now, I've noticed this recently particularly on Instagram, because I spend a lot more time on Instagram, that with a lot of my favorite accounts, I now actually have to go directly to that person's page in order to see their stuff. It's not showing up in my feed anymore. Where it used to be the first up there, it is now, it's not there. And it's been replaced by all sorts of complete and utter crap that I know that I have not subscribed to and that I've got zero interest in. So what will also likely happen is that over time, these types of accounts that feature these so-called banned terms will be fully blocked and will be removed from social media entirely. And by the way, this isn't only Facebook and Instagram, it also includes TikTok. We can only guess at the reasoning behind it, but, well, we don't need to guess. We all know it's politics. It's always politics. But what are we going to do about this? What does this mean for those of us who are affected by it? For many of us, this means that we'll close our accounts. I mean, we're already so fed up with being censored and blocked and having to spend an absolute fortune just to get our work seen by a few people, that we've been kind of at the end of our heels for a very long time already. But where to go and what to do? For me, I am in the process of building my own personal website, which will include a blog and an online shop. That will be my home base. I'm also going to be moving over to YouTube fully in the next, well, it's a long-term plan, because YouTube takes up a hang of a lot more time and effort than Facebook and Instagram. I mean, editing and putting together a whole video takes days, not a few minutes. So that is what I will be doing. And I'll continue to look at other options. I'm always interested in what else there is out there. I'm always up for real life stuff too. I mean, especially now, but always. So the best way for me to get my work out there, and for you to get your work out there, is to actually get it out there and meet new people and have fun. So there is that. However, the internet has opened up a whole world to us. And it's silly for us to think that without the big three, we don't have options. We have so many options. We just need to think laterally. So what can the rest of you do? You can please follow your favorite creatives off of the big three social media. Subscribe to their YouTube, sign up to their YouTube, to their newsletters, sign up to their Patreon if you possibly can. Follow them on any other forums that they're on. Go to their functions in real life. Keep them in your sights and let your friends know about them. And if any of you have any ideas, let's talk. This needs discussion and it needs dialogue. And I am seeing this as a positive challenge. I'm seeing it not as a reason to panic, because we've been reliant on these forums that make us unhappy, that have had ever decreasing positive impacts on our lives for so long, that we've actually only really probably stayed there because of convenience, and we haven't seen other options. But now is the time to create our other options. So let's figure this out between us. Let's find out what to do, and let's move on. So in closing, I'm so up to hear what you guys say, and if you want to share this video, please do. Let's get this out there. Let's let people know what's going on and where we're going to go. There are other similar videos on YouTube, some better than others, obviously, but let us create a community of creatives and let's have some fun. I'll chat to you all soon. Bye.